Good morning and welcome to our Autism Information Day. Whether you're from Norfolk, further out in the UK or across the globe, we're glad to have you with us. Let me introduce myself. My name's Lee and I'm Operations Manager for Helping Hands and have been for the past 6 years. 2020 was meant to be a year celebration for ASD Helping Hands. After being established in 2010, it would have been our 10th birthday. Over the past 10 years, ASD Helping Hands has supported around 3,500 families affected with and living with an autism spectrum disorder. We've run training courses across the country and hosted numerous events, residential holidays and support groups for and accessed by anyone with an ASD. 10 years ago, we began with 2 support groups, one in Aylsham, one in Thetford, after our founder Julie Adcock found there were little to no services for those with autism in Norfolk for their families or themselves. Since then, we have founded 8 support groups around Norfolk. We've introduced our family support service, developed our own training alongside the autism community, and we now influence local strategies and autism approaches within Norfolk. We have stayed true to our mission statement of offering support to those of any age, any location, any stage of life, and most importantly to us, those with and without a formal diagnosis of autism. Around 70% of our referrals and queries come from those who have yet to be formally diagnosed with ASD, and we often find that these are the families and parents that are in the most difficult and desperate situations. Over the past 10 years, we can thankfully say that support in Norfolk for those with and affected by autism has seen vast improvements, including the introduction of statutory guidance such as the All-Age Partnership Strategy from the All-Age Partnership Board, and also the establishment of many autism-friendly services and charities, many of which I'm thankful to say are here with us today. I believe we should be proud of the support services that are offered in Norfolk. As with everywhere, there are improvements to be made, and although these are slow, they are progressing. I feel immensely proud to be part of such a great team of professionals, volunteers, parents and carers working within Norfolk to support those families with and living with autism. I am going to take this chance this morning to look back with you over the past 10 years at some of our activities, our high points, and all the support, all the unwavering support from those families and professionals that have got us to where we are today. So let's take a couple of minutes and just look back over the past 10 years. We have certainly achieved a lot in the last 10 years, but we will continue to improve our services, offering more tailored support and keep pushing for a better standard of care and support for those with and living with autism. Now, I couldn't possibly do a welcome talk in 2020 without mentioning the biggest challenge we have faced as a community, or indeed a nation, and that is COVID-19. I will allow you to moan and grunt despairingly at this point. COVID-19 has definitely brought some challenges to individuals with autism and those families and carers that support them. I have heard of issues regarding care homes not being able to provide appropriate PPE or managed care plans, children and young adults having their education disrupted, as we know, which causes a knock-on effect with mental health, along with things such as sudden rule changes, breaks in routine and the change of regulations, all of which can cause great frustration and also impact those mental health issues of both those with autism and without. It is no surprise that we saw a spike of around 65% of referrals and queries related to challenged behaviour during this period. From a charity's point of view, we've also struggled with making changes to working remotely, acquiring the additional funding needed, and managing government issues due to regulations and restrictions being put on us quite suddenly. To this point, we are still not able to fully open all of our services, but we're making the most of online opportunities to keep going, now offering all of our training online, making it accessible and open to all. Although COVID-19 has had its challenges and negative effects, it has also had its positives. New ways of working, new services, and a new sense of community where people come together to share resources and information. At Helping Hands, we have introduced several new services during the first lockdown, and I'm happy to say that these are going to be reintroduced for the second one. We now offer a live chat service on our website to reduce loneliness and isolation. Virtual support groups after our face-to-face groups were cut short quite suddenly, and the introduction of our Autism Information and Advice service, meaning our volunteers can now get in touch with you quicker and offering the correct support to those who need it as soon as possible. I would at this moment just like to take a chance to thank the National Emergency Trust and Norfolk Community Foundation for their support, both financially and logistically, in setting up and running these services. Now, on to today. As we cannot meet face to face, we have created this Information Day platform for you to navigate around the sections. At the top of the screen, you will see the navigation menu. From this, you will be able to access your virtual marketplace. Here we have over 40 organisations offering support and service to those affected by an autism spectrum disorder, their families and carers also. They range from things such as educational support, recreation activities and social care. On our virtual marketplace, just click the Visit Store button under the logos. From here you can view information about that service, what they offer, and also ways to contact them directly. Our speakers can be found in their own section with details on their talks and times. These sessions will be live using Zoom, unless otherwise they have been pre-recorded. And all you need to do is click the Join In button and a Zoom window will open for you to join. We can only host 100 people per session, but all of these talks will be uploaded to the platform for viewing for 14 days from tomorrow. Our Information Day forum is there for open discussion during the day. It allows you to talk with other parents, carers and professionals, and I would encourage you after this welcome talk just to pop along and introduce yourself on that page. I would love to see how diverse we are from where we are across the country or indeed the globe. Just a word on these forums, they will be monitored throughout the day, so please keep things civil and we will not tolerate any bullying or discrimination on these at all. The final option on that navigation menu is the Donate button. We are offering this event to you all for free, and if you are able to donate to ASD Helping Hands to allow us to continue the work we have built on over the past 10 years, we would be most grateful to you for you and your support. We do currently receive no government funding, so rely heavily on donations and fundraising. We also have a large selection of sensory toys and resources available through our shop, and you can reach this by clicking the button on the main Autism Information page. Lastly, I would just like to thank all of our speakers who have given up their time to be with us today, all of my volunteers at ASD Helping Hands, both past and present, who help us continue to support those with autism and their families, to Ben Thomas Photography for their consultation and assistance in putting together this welcome talk and the platform, and for bearing with us on our 500th take of this talk. To everyone who has shared, liked and invited people on social media, we have managed to reach over 140,000 people, have interest from over 5,000 people, and over 450 people have registered to attend today, something we could never have anticipated. So thank you very much to you and for getting our message across. So please take some time to get used to the platform, pop along to that forum, introduce yourself, let us know where you're from. Our welcome talks will begin at 11, so you have plenty of time to have a play with the platform and see where we go. So all that's left for me to say is thank you once again for joining us. We hope you have a fun and informative day and get everything out of it you could. From everyone at ASD Helping Hands, we wish you all the best, stay safe and stay well, and we hope you enjoy yourself. Thank you.